Hi everybody. I often get asked by numerous parents, especially when they have to bury a child, how do they overcome something like that? How do they even get through it? And the first thing that I say is you're never going to overcome it. Getting through it is day by day. And it's horrific in a lot of these tragedies and how they do go. And my heart does break to so many of my clients. But I have to say, one time I had done a reading with a client, and I had asked her, what brings her to do a session, and she says, well, I'm here with so-and-so, and there were 6 women, and they all decided to come and just do half-hour readings, and it was her turn. And I just started, just seeing things, and I kept seeing 4 children, but I saw 2 disconnected, and I didn't want to say right away, do you have 2 children that passed? Because, maybe they didn't pass. Maybe they're just not speaking to each other. So I used the word disconnected. And she says, yes, I have 4, but 2 had passed. And I said, I'm so sorry. And she says, thank you. It happened a very long time ago. Now, as I'm talking to her, I see cars and I see ambulances. And I said, did any of them die in a horrific car accident? And she said, actually, I had 2 children and they both passed in a car accident but within 7 years apart. I just looked at her and I was stunned, and I just said, I am so sorry. So you'd had it not just once, but twice. She says, yes. And they were both killed by drunk drivers. And I said, how do you overcome something like that? Me asking my client the question. That's why I say I learn from my clients. And she says, well, when the second time it happened, I said to my husband, we can choose to just drown and just be totally just disconnected with everything. Or we can choose to say we have 2 children and now we have grandchildren, and to focus on our life of what we have. We will never forget them. We honor our other 2 children that have passed. But at one point, we had to realize that some things are bigger than us and that God has a bigger plan. We cannot compete with God. When she said that it touched me, it resonated so much. And I thought, how beautiful. So you're not going to make sense of a lot of horrific things that happen. And in this case, a woman lost 2 of her children by the same type of tragedy in 7 years apart. So it's a very hard call. It is. But I will tell you this. When our loved ones pass into that light, they want us to live our best lives. They do not want to be remembered the tragic way that they went, and for you to have an excuse not to live. This was their journey. This was their path. And this is something between them and God. Don't get in the way of it. Take your days as they come. You're going to have some good days. You're going to have some bad days. But the bottom line is, don't compete with God and His plan. So I hope this helps, and I hope this gives you some food for thought. But don't feel guilty about trying to be and live your best self, because at the end, our loved ones are watching. So make their spirit thrive in every way. Okay? Subscribe to my YouTube, and looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Have a great day.